Right now, more entrepreneurial opportunities for small businesses are coming to Upper Michigan.
3 UP organizations received money from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. TV6's Clint McLeod spoke to 2 of those organizations about how they will be using this funding.
Small businesses across Upper Michigan will now have additional resources at their disposal. The Lake Superior Community Partnership got $3.4 million for economic development.
To hire 5 what we're calling business navigators who will actually be in the communities that they're serving. The budget also includes county-level specific funding to do events that are tailored to that particular area. And one of our navigators will actually serve as a tribal business liaison as well, since that's certainly a large need up here.
The nonprofit helps small businesses across 7 UP counties. Jermaine says $400,000 of the funding will be used exclusively for business grants.
Instead of creating these one-size-fits-all technical assistance programs, we are putting people on the ground in those counties.
Another organization that got funding is the Michigan Tech Enterprise Corporation. MTech also got $3.4 million in grant funding.
This will help a number of small businesses that are just starting to launch more quickly, or perhaps businesses that have been in existence for a while that need help with expanding product lines, expanding market share, and growing their businesses.
The money comes from the American Rescue Plan, and the grant is 3 years long. The Chippewa County Economic Development Corporation also got $1.4 million. Clint McLeod, TV6 News.